Hey girlies, it's Tammy. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a full face of the UK's most searched for makeup in 2021. Of course, we're only like 1 and a bit months into 2021. So basically the most searched makeup in January. I got this video idea because I was watching Jen Love's reviews, What's Up in Makeup video, and she mentioned about this list of most searched makeup products in 2021. And I thought, wouldn't it be interesting if I tried them all out on my face, because I do have a majority of them. I haven't gone out and purchased new makeup or anything because, as you guys may know, I'm trying to pan some products and finish up some products in 2021, so there's no point me bringing extra products into my collection. So for the products that I don't have number 1 best search, I either have number 2 or number 3, so we're gonna make it work anyway. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I've done my brows off camera because the most searched brow product was actually Benefit, the brow pencil. I don't use the pencil, I use the pomade, so I've just gone ahead and used the pomade in my brows. But for primer, the most searched primer is actually MAC Strobe Cream, which I had but I got rid of because it was the pink one, but for my skin tone the gold one works the best. But also, I'm not really into glowy primers. I am a pore type of person, pore or mattifying, because that's just what my skin needs. I have an oily skin type, so I don't really need the extra glow. So the second most searched is Benefit Porefessional, which I definitely have because I need this. Like, my pores are large, especially in my oily areas, like what is this called? It's not the T-zone, because that's the T-zone. It's like this cheek area. So I'm going to kind of concentrate that in the center of my face where my pores tend to be very large. It feels really nice on the skin, really smoothing. It does almost feel a little bit slippery and like silicone-y, but it fills out the pores really nicely, and it is a good primer. I do have other pore blurring primers that I prefer over this, the liquidy ones that dry down, like the Fasali Skin Tune Blur or the Barry M Skin Blurring Elixir, because they don't feel as silicone-y as the Benefit one does. But anyways, moving on to highlighter. So the reason I'm doing highlighter in this section is because the highlighter is liquid. So the most searched for highlighter is the Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. So they've put this in the highlighter section, but some people do use this as a foundation, but it is a kind of glow booster highlighter, liquid highlighter type of thing with a tint. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this here and just use this on the tops of my cheekbones. It does add a nice glow to the skin, but naturally, without being like a liquid gold or anything like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and tap that in, and I absolutely love that it adds a slight bit of coverage. Nothing crazy, it's not like medium or full coverage, but it does have a slight tint. So this is perfect for like an everyday, even your skin tone with a glow type of product. I do also have the second place highlighter that I'm going to save for later, but let's go ahead with foundation. So the most searched for foundation is the NARS Sheer Glow, which actually really surprised me because this is such a old product. I would have thought with their new foundation releasing a couple months ago that would have been their most searched for foundation, but I guess people still love this. And the second place one is one of my favorites, the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. That's also a really good one. This one I haven't used in forever. It's in the shade Macao, and I feel like this Macao is the best Macao shade that I've had. The other ones in the other formulations are more warm orangey tone, but this has the perfect neutral olive undertone. I haven't used this in so long, I don't even remember if I like it or not. I feel like I used to like it back in the days, but then, you know, new things launch, and this is actually decent coverage. The color is not, it's more my summer shade, but the coverage looks amazing. It's like a high medium. I hope this footage is not going pants because it's so dark outside. No, it's actually so dark, I'm gonna have to turn my lighting on. So I've had to turn all my lights on, unfortunately, because it's got so dark and gloomy and it's actually raining outside. But anyways, like I was saying, this foundation actually looks really nice on the skin. It's a medium coverage, but it's evened my skin tone really well, and it is a nice foundation. I don't know why I don't reach for this more, but I don't think this is my favorite NARS foundation. I still love the Soft Matte Complete Foundation, which if you use the tiniest bit, you'll get full coverage from it. Lightweight, really nice on the skin as well. This one would be good if you have like no imperfections that you want to cover, or you don't mind a medium light type of coverage. Not one for the full coverage babes. So now we're going to move on to, let's do concealer, or should we do eyeshadow? Let's do concealer because I'm not doing much on the eyes. So for concealer, unfortunately the first two I don't really enjoy for my skin type, which is oily, like I said. So first we have the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, which is actually a dupe for the next one, NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I used to have the NARS in my collection collection, but I actually gave it to a friend of mine that prefers it more than I do. I just found that it creased a little bit too much for me underneath my eyes. The natural radiant creamy effect of it just isn't for my skin type. The third one is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I believe that's like the pinky peachy salmon type of one, which is not for my skin tone, but I don't have that either. So the fourth one I do actually have, which is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. So this is a drugstore concealer, really affordable. It retails for £4.19. So yeah, this is the fourth one on the list. Sorry about that, guys, but the first few I just don't have because they don't work for my skin type. So we're gonna go in with this one. And I'm also going to use the shade Honey 15, which is my skin tone shade, just to kind of conceal any blemishes because the foundation is obviously such a sheer coverage. So I'm just going to use the Collection Concealer to give me a little bit more coverage. But yeah, based on these searches, I'm guessing that majority of people that are searching for makeup have dry skin right now because of course everything was glowy. The MAC Strobe Cream is glowy, the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, they're all quite glowy, dewy products. Maybe because it's winter and everyone just needs a little bit, even my skin, a few of my concealers that are my go-to are not working for me currently because they are quite mattifying concealers that are perfect in the summer, but right now my skin is just like, no girl, we don't need that. But I would be interested in seeing what people search for, like what makeup products people search for during the summer. But I would assume that they would be a bit more mattifying, or maybe I've got that completely wrong and people like to glow in the summer as well. I'm not too sure. So I'm blending this out with a brush at first, and then I'm going to go on top of it with a sponge to kind of suck up any excess product. This concealer used to be so hyped back in the days, but Collection shade range was an absolute joke, and it was literally like 4 or 5 shades and they didn't go past medium tan or anything like that. And I feel like it took them so long to actually add shades. It was years and years and years of people asking like, can you add more shades? Can you add more shades? But of course this was pre-Fenty time, and I feel like brands didn't really feel the pressure to add shades to their collection, so they just carried on doing what they were doing. Collection. Anyway, that's the type of vibes that brands were giving me back in the days, because I feel like loads of us were asking, but it wasn't until the masses started asking that people started expanding shade ranges. But that's neither here nor there now. I do really enjoy the coverage of the concealer. So anyway, and then for powder, who is surprised? Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I feel like this powder has been the it girl in powders for a while, many years now actually. And the next one is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. Of course, another it girl. Those two are kind of everyone's staples for powder, and I love them too, so I can't even say, I can't disagree. They are amazing powders. I actually like to use both because I have oily skin. Once again, I use Laura Mercier to set underneath my eyes and my T-zone, and then Airbrush Flawless to set the rest of my face. So I'm just gonna set underneath my eyes. They do have the translucent honey as well as the medium deep shade, but the translucent is the one that is searched for. Translucent does work for me. It does have a little bit of a cast. If you don't want the cast, definitely go for the honey. But for me, it depends on what foundation or what base products I've used that day. Typically, my base products are always a little bit too dark for me, especially lately that I haven't left my house in like a year and properly, you know, gone out, got a tan and stuff like that. So all of my base products are just, even my winter shades are not even working for me nowadays. So this powder helps balance it out, balance like the dark shade out, because my chest is so pale right now. Honestly, she hasn't seen the sun in
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just...
And then taking my Charlotte Tilbury airbrush, which is also in my project pan, to set the outside of my face. And I use the shade number 3 just to kind of set that foundation in place. It's such a lightweight powder. It kind of just melts and blurs your highlight with your bronzer, everything together. Sometimes I use this even after doing my bronzer and blusher and everything, just so it melts everything together. It's such a lightweight powder. It doesn't add much color, but it just melts everything together really well. So for eyeshadow palettes, number 1 is actually the Natasha Denona Glam palette. I'm not surprised about this. I feel like I've seen a lot of people on YouTube and a lot of social media people raving about this as their everyday palette. If you know me and cool tones, these are just not my colors, unfortunately, but I feel like I can swing it because you do kind of get these chocolatey browns down here. They are more neutral leaning, but like the grays and stuff, I just feel like the colors don't complement my skin tone because my skin tone is quite warm. I just don't think out of all the colors, eyeshadow colors in the world, gray doesn't complement me. That's just my personal opinion. I don't feel pretty when I wear gray. I don't feel like I don't feel good. But this is the palette that everyone's Googling, so we're gonna go ahead and use it. I'm a little bit upset at you UK people for Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. Let it go. Let it go. There's so many amazing colourful palettes on the market. Let it go, okay? Be Perfect, Carnival palette, Sample Beauty palette, Beauty Bay palette. So many colourful palettes out there that deserve your money and your attention more than that. Anyway, out of all of the beautiful palettes that Natasha does, this, okay, let it go, Tammy. Just start. Okay, so we're gonna start with the shade Blend. I hope you guys know just how excited I am to do this look today. And I'm just gonna put that into the crease as my transition color. Do you know what? I might go for something gray today. If there's ever a day to do it, why not do it today? This color I can do with because it's more of a neutral brown cool tone gray. It's not too gray. Next I'm gonna go into the shade Crease, which is the actual gray in this palette here. Kind of put all over the lid, I guess. But I can see the appeal. I can see the appeal if you are into like cool tone neutrals. This is a great palette and it kind of has the staples. Bit too much shimmers for me, in my opinion. I wish there was a little bit more, maybe mauvey grays, or do you know what I mean? A little bit more variety, but the quality is definitely there. They blend and they are really well. I'm gonna take a little bit of the black, which is called Lash Line, and I'm just gonna kind of put that on the outer V. Carry that through the crease as well once I've got barely any product on my brush. So that line in the crease is meant to be there. I've purposefully concentrated the black in the crease to kind of get that graphic liner look in the crease. And then all over the lid, you see that open space in the center. I'm gonna take this gray here, which is called Center Eyelid. Just kind of tap it. I don't want it super pigmented, just like a diffused. I might even use my finger for this, just to get a diffused shimmer all over the lid. Okay, so this vision with this graphic liner through the crease is not working out. I'm just gonna blend it out kind of because I don't really like that. It's alright, it's fine. I mean, I don't like it. I think I'm actually gonna take a little bit of eyeliner, just like a waterline eyeliner, and put it along the top lash line and smudge it. When in doubt, smoke it out. And I'm just gonna smudge that along the lash line to add a little bit more drama. That's better. It's added a little bit of something, you know, because as much as this color looks black, it's actually like a really dark gray. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some lashes, and then I'll come back so we can finish up the face with bronzer, highlight, all of that good stuff. Oh, mascara. So the most searched for mascara is actually the Benefit Roller Lash. I'm surprised it's not my favorite, Bad Girl Bang, but let's see. I don't think I've tried this mascara before, have I? I don't remember trying it, but I can already tell it's not going to beat Benefit Bad Girl Bang. That one is definitely better, guys. If you are searching for this one, go for Bad Girl. Okay, so lashes are on. I did actually go in with false lashes that are on the most searched for, and Doll Beauty Samantha are number 3, I believe. The first 2 I don't have. It was like Ardell and Eyelaw lashes. And also there's no category for lips, but I just went by what I thought would possibly be it. So MAC lip liner, I feel like a lot of people will search this maybe. What do people use for lip liner nowadays? I still feel like I see a lot of MAC lip liner, so I possibly feel like this could be. And Fenty lip gloss, Gloss Bomb. That's just what I'm assuming would be the top searched for, because they're really popular products. They've been around for a little while and I absolutely love them. So that's what I've gone ahead and put on my lips. However, for bronzer, Hoola, Benefit is doing quite well. Like, they are definitely one of the top searched for makeup brands that's been consistent along like brows, primer, bronzer, but it's been popping up quite a lot. Like, it's a reoccurring brand that I've noticed. I'm of course using Hoola Toasted, the one for my skin tone, but I believe Hoola Original is the most searched for so far. And number 2 is Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Bronzer. Absolutely love that, definitely recommend. I love this one too, but I don't know why. I think it's the box packaging that means that makes me not use it that much. It is a little bit awkward to get your brush in there and swirl around, whereas the Charlotte Tilbury one is like a big open pan that you can swirl around. So I think that's why I don't reach for this one as much as the Charlotte Tilbury, but this is a really nice bronzer. And then for blush, it just said NARS blush, so I'm gonna take this shade, which is my favorite from NARS, Exhibit A. It's this beautiful orange coral color. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and blush my cheeks. NARS blushes are really nice. Like the formula is nicely pigmented, shows up on so many skin tones, blends out really well. And then last but not least, highlighter was the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish underneath Charlotte Tilbury. The one that I have is the collaboration with Tiana Taylor. I believe this was limited edition, but it's this type of formula from MAC that was the best selling. I think it's like Soft and Gentle, do you remember that shade? Or Gold Deposit for deeper skin tones, that type of, they're such throwback highlighters. Like, I was really surprised that this is the most searched for, but I wonder if these are people repurchasing their oldie but goodie type of products, because these are not products that have recently come out or they're like recently popular. They're products that have been out for ages, which makes me think that maybe it's just people repurchasing their staples in their collection, you know what I mean? Their go-to NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and their go-to Sheer Glow and their go-to mascara, stuff like that. And then setting spray is Urban Decay All Nighter. Once again, an oldie but a goodie. I feel like that could be said for nearly every product I've used in this video, apart from the Natasha Denona Glam. That's quite a new release, but everything else has been oldie but goodie. Do you know what I mean? Clearly these products have stood the test of time because they released many years ago, back when I first started getting into makeup. NARS Sheer Glow, MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, Benefit Hoola. Like, these are classic products in the beauty community. Do you know what I mean? But anyways, let me go ahead and set my face. I also found it interesting that most of these products are high-end products, apart from the collection concealer. You guys say you love affordable products, but you're there buying expensive things. So I think what this list has taught me is that people are kind of like creatures of habit. They like to repurchase what works for them. They're not really interested in trying the new stuff. These products are giving me vibes of like someone that has bought that product back in 2013 when makeup first started to like boom, and they've just constantly repurchased the same products ever since then, because these are not new. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Did you expect it to be these products? I'm a little bit shocked, to be honest with you. I thought they would be a bit more current, a bit more trendy, a bit more up-to-date products, you know what I mean? Not such oldie but goodie products, but hey, if it works, it works. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Take care. Bye.